Welcome to She's in the Weeds.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Hollis.
We're best friends exploring the intersection of pop culture and the female experience.
Be sure to follow us on socials and subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode.
And if you love us, give us that 5-star review.
Nailed it.
I think it's fine.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi.
First and foremost, longtime listeners of the pod, you might remember when we talked about banana cream lollipop. So we're gonna have a little taste test.
Get the ASMR of the can cracking. I'm really excited for this, actually.
All right, cheers.
Cheers. Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah,
That tastes like a melted banana popsicle.
right?
That's good.
So good.
Just like a tiny bit of bubbles.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other things. Like, these aren't super carbonated, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Oh, yeah. That is a treat.
Fabulous.
New kind of soda, y'all aren't kidding.
I know.
And it supports digestive health.
No,
Digestive.
I'm loving the healthy soda era for us. I really am.
I know, like it took us this long to figure it out.
I don't know why.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe a couple years they'll be like, actually,
It's
it's
giving
really
you
horrible for you.
cancer, right? Like everything else.
But
Something I need to mention with this cold, rainy day today. You know what I was thinking about? And I need to fact check this because I've told this to people throughout the years, and I feel like people are always like, no. And I'm like, I swear to God, I remember learning this in my physics class, that when it's raining and you like get out of your car to go into a building,
oh, I know. I think I know what you're gonna say.
you get hit by the same number of raindrops whether you walk or run from your car.
Yeah, I feel like I remembered this in science class too. And I feel like the point, though, was to decide, like, at what speed you have to run for it to equalize. Because there's no way, if you walk slowly and you run quickly...
You would think, but you're still covering the same amount of distance.
Yeah, but it's about the time. The time you have...
Is it, though?
Well, I mean, that's what I think the trick of the exercise is to, like, is there a speed...
that you can reach
where it's
it's less.
It's the same... or it's not, you know.
Right.
I don't remember.
I don't remember
how
either.
it is.
Let's ask the internet.
What the result was.
Do you get hit by the same number of raindrops if you run or walk the same distance? No, you do not get hit by the same number of raindrops. You get less wet if you run the same distance because you minimize the time you're exposed to the rain that falls from above. Yeah, I'm curious in where that came from, or like,
sounds, not to be sexist, it sounds like some boy is just like, you know what?
Let me
make this
blow your mind.
You idiots running in the rain.
Who's mansplaining this to you?
You actually get wetter, you know that, right? Well, good. I'm glad we got to the bottom of that.
I'm glad we cleared that up, but it made me think of it today when I pulled up because I was like, man,
should I run or should I walk it?
Really what I didn't want to do is get out on my side and walk around to the passenger side door to get the stuff out of the passenger side seat. So I just drug it across the console and like loaded up and was like, all right.
Yeah.
But then it made me think of that. And yeah, I know at some point in my life a man told me that, but I don't know why.
100%. And I
swear it was my physics teacher.
I know, I have a memory like doing this in physics class, but I wonder now if it's like the Bears thing where it's like
it's the Mandela effect.
Convinced myself that we did it, but we didn't really. Somebody just
But
like,
it came from
somewhere.
Yeah. And like obviously we both had that experience. We didn't know each other then.
Yeah. It was just like high school lore, I feel like.
Could be like the teacher's lounge and permanent records.
Yeah.
It's all just lore, people. Nothing is real.
If I wrote my physics teacher, he would probably be like, no, we didn't fucking do that. It's obvious.
Right. The answer is obvious. But I could convince myself that it's not obvious.
Yeah. Well, because I don't know that much about science
Yeah.
and physics. So I'm like, well, maybe I'm the idiot.
Right, exactly.
Maybe I've been running this whole time like a bozo.
Oh, man.
You know what? I really got to get those rain boots. I don't have a pair of
I
rain
don't
boots.
either. You know why? Because I left mine at my friend's house. She had a Christmas party last year, and it was rainy, and I was wearing like high-heeled boots, and they have a barn that she decorated nice and stuff. It's like a nice barn, you know. They hang out
It's one
there.
of those nice
It's one of those nice barns. And we were going to be walking possibly back and forth from the house to the barn. And so I was like, I better bring my rain boots for.
Rainy
And then I
glasses.
didn't walk one time from the house to the barn. I stayed in the house the whole time. But I left them there, and they're just gone.
Yeah.
You know, it was just one of those things where they
Never
just
seen those
disappeared.
again.
Never seen them again.
Oh my gosh. I lost a pair of sweatpants recently. It's again.
Your Madewell sweatpants?
No, these are my
Oh.
Madewell sweatpants.
Oh.
They were just H&M sweatpants, but I really liked them. I don't know. It's just like, where do I lose
They're
my
not at your
pants?
boyfriend's house?
No.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
know.
like, where am I literally don't sleep anywhere
Like, where am I
else.
just taking my pants off?
Right. The only thing I can think is maybe I left them at
The
this
gym?
hotel room we were at.
Oh, yeah.
But
Like
yeah,
in
but,
the, like wrapped up in the covers or
sheets
something.
I
Yeah.
guess.
That's what I did when I left my skirt at the Conrad.
Oh, yeah.
But I knew I did.
Yeah,
And I
see,
called it
don't
because
have
it was
any.
the same color as the duvet. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I know I just laid it there. And I called them and they had it. But
That's nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to call them over these sweatpants, but it's one of those mysteries where, like, clothes go missing and you're like, how
and
do
it makes
clothes...
no sense. I know.
know.
It's like the
I just don't
forks. I'm
understand
not
it.
taking the forks out of my house either.
It's your children. It was always me. My mom was always like, where's the spoons? There was always like 10 in my car, 4 in my room. Oh, man.
So this is just kind of a funny story, but there's this realtor who sells a lot of real estate on like the south side of town. If you're local and you know anything about real estate, you probably know who she is, but she has billboards. And there's one on the way to my kid's school, and I was driving past it, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, and someone had blacked her tooth out.
Yes!
Yeah.
That's awesome.
One of those things where it's like,
It's classic.
I was just gonna say that. I was like, it's so classic because it's like so immature and kind of mean, but you still laugh. Like,
but it's like not that mean.
oh my
You know what I
god,
mean? It's not so mean that you're like, oh no. It's just like
it's
in
definitely
good fun.
a classic is the best way to describe it because I mean
So
I
good.
laughed and it was making me chuckle most days that I drove past it, but then like 2 or 3 days ago, somebody went to fix it, and I assume it was like either the billboard
Her?
company or someone on her team. Yeah. And they did such a bad job. It's like they just took a white paintbrush
Shut
and just
up.
went like that. And it's
No
like
way.
it's like not quite opaque enough to totally cover the blacked out tooth, but it's also like covering part of her lip.
Oh my
So
god.
now it just looks all weird. I was just like,
That
really?
is-
Like you're gonna take the time out of your day to come down here and fix it,
And
but
do
you
a
can't
shitty
be
job.
bothered to do a good job?
That's hysterical.
But
Because it's
anyway.
like, assuming it is somebody on our team, it's like, what are your options? You just leave it up and you're like, fuck
Right.
it, I embrace it. It's kind of hilarious. But then
Right.
there's also just like, but you can't.
No,
You can't leave
yeah.
it up. You gotta,
gotta
fix it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
you
mean, they
can't.
let it ride for like 3 weeks.
But also,
then-
like, fixing it in a way that, like, you can tell somebody's fixed it is embarrassing in and of itself. 'Cause
Yeah.
You can tell, like, oh, they're so embarrassed. So, like, it worked.
yeah, I know. It was like, if you're gonna fix it, just fix it. You know?
Yeah. Just reprint.
Yeah. Or just, they could have
Do a better job.
Yeah, they could have done a good enough job to
Oh.
where it would have been not noticeable, really.
See, that's the kind of tagging I miss. It's just the good old fashioned,
Black and
humorous,
a tooth out.
black and a tooth out.
Simple yet
Yeah,
effective.
nothing else, just that. If they had done the devil's tail, like, okay.
Or a mustache
Little
would have been
too
too much.
much,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was the minimalisticness
Yeah.
of it that definitely made it good. And it's one of those things too where it's really easy to all you have to do is like, again, the person who blacked the tooth out took the time to do a
Yeah,
good
right.
job to where it looked legit. You know? Like it really looked like she was missing a tooth, you know? So it's like
Oh,
if
man.
the vandalist,
Yeah.
so the vandalist? I don't know. The vandalizer
Yeah.
can take
Is it
the
alright?
time and be bothered to do a good job. The fixer should be bothered
Yeah,
enough to
you
do a
gotta
good job.
match that tone. You gotta
That's
match
right.
that white tone. That's like Lloyd Christmas and Dumb and Dumber, Like, that character would have been hilarious without the chipped tooth.
Yeah.
But the chipped tooth, I
Just
mean,
really sealed the
it's
deal.
a detail that just really brings the character home, you know?
Absolutely. So anyway, that's been
That's awesome.
keeping my drives interesting over the last couple of
That,
weeks.
like, gives me a little hope, you know? Like, there's still
There's
hope
still
in
some
the
funny
world.
people out there.
Yeah.
Speaking of schools, so my kid's school does this thing called boograms.
Mm.
And she came home a few days ago and she's like, Mom, I need $3 for boograms. And I was like, okay, what are boograms? And she said, I get to go down and get a little card and write a note in it and send them to my friends. And then they'll get them on Friday when they have their Halloween party.
It's fun.
I'm like, okay. And, the money goes to the PTO and they use it to, like, do whatever. So then I'm thinking about it a little bit later. And, she tells me who she wants to send them to. I'm like, great. That'll be nice. And then I'm like,
great, that'll be nice.
But then I'm like, what if she doesn't get any? It's kind of giving candy cane. We're going to crack Gretchen Wieners.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking the same thing. Or it could be like.
So now I'm like, should I have sent her a boogram? But it's too late now.
Oh, no. That's way worse to get a boogram from your mom.
It didn't necessarily have to be from me. You don't have to say who it's from, I don't think.
Okay, yeah. It could just be
That's
like
how you
an
crack
anonymous.
Gretchen. You don't
Yeah.
have to say who it's from.
An anonymous boogram.
An anonymous boogram. It's too late now because they were due last week. So, but I'm like,
Well,
what
at
if she
least-
doesn't get any?
Yeah, that would be sad. At least boograms are like, they're not as bad as the Valentine rose.
I know.
That was always like, okay.
Yeah,
Because they're not
too
like romantic.
Yeah.
And yeah.
No, I know. So
Yeah. But then it's like, what do you do? Just like not.
I know. Like, what if she comes home all upset that
She's
she
like,
didn't
"I
get a
didn't get a
boogram?
single boogram. All
And
my
she was
friends
nice enough
gave-"
to send 3.
Yeah.
And then the other part of it too is there's the socioeconomics factor.
Yeah,
where
like
it's
not
like not everyone can afford
$1, a buck a boogram. That's kind of pricey.
$1.
Should be a quarter.
I'm interested to
Yeah.
see how that goes, but
I know those things are hard because
I
that's right.
know.
Like, you don't want people to be excluded.
right.
Everyone should get at least one boogram, so
I
they should be
know.
like, yeah.
They should just have a box of boograms.
They should give every kid a boogram.
I think so too.
So every kid can send one out. That doesn't necessarily mean everyone will get one, I guess.
if every kid sends one out, because if they send them to the same people,
Right.
yeah.
But at least then everyone has the opportunity to send one. Because you're
I know.
right. There are probably a lot of kids who are like, I can't afford a boogram.
I know.
And that's not
I know.
That's not cool.
I know. So I don't know. I mean, I get that like the PTO does all kinds of things to like raise money.
Yeah.
And that I get that. That's totally fine. But this one, I think because they're going to the individual students and I assume they're going to give them out during class while everybody's there.
Yeah.
This has a little different feel to it.
Right.
than-
So everyone's counting the boograms and being like, I got 12, I got 9, I
Right.
got a rock. you
Right,
know?
yeah. So not to like bring down the mood of
Yeah,
Halloween,
well, not
but
to be like, I don't know, people would call that like woke or whatever. But I
Well-
feel like if you're coming up, this day and age, if you're coming up with stuff to raise money for kids, you can't come up with something that's not exclusionary.
I know.
Yeah.
That's my only thing.
But,
And-
you know, I don't want to, boograms are fun. I would,
Yeah.
I would love to get a boogram.
I would love to get a boogram too. But
Yeah.
I also would feel pretty bad about myself if everyone got a boogram except for me.
Well, I'll be sure to bring her a boogram on Friday.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I was just like, it's giving candy canes a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that's what I first thought when you said that. I was like, oh, no, this is going to end badly for somebody.
I know.
You know what I've been watching lately?
What?
I've hit a new low in reality television. I'm now watching Dancing with the Stars.
You realize you revealed this already.
Oh, I did reveal it. We
Yes.
just didn't talk about the.
You didn't go into details, but you talked about how you reached full loserdom.
Oh, right. Yes. Did I
Sorry.
talk about Robert Irwin?
I don't think so.
Well, the show is just so insane because everything about it is icky.
Yeah.
It's just like so over the top in a nauseating way. The judges are all ridiculous. The host is so ridiculous. But the dancing, my God, the dancing.
Is it good?
It is good. I do really love to watch him dance.
Everyone says, what's her face from Mormon Wives is the best, Whitney.
Oh, yeah. There's a
She
couple
good?
girls from Mormon Wives in the show.
Yeah,
actually.
the other one is the
And-
Affleck girl.
Yeah, and a couple TikTok girlies, too.
Yeah.
And they're
Alex
all
Earl.
good, yeah. And then it's just so dramatic. And, like, every episode, they figure out some other story and angle to tell for each of these people. That's like
That's the part that I
heart-wrenching,
hate
and it's
the
so.
most too.
I know it's
That's
so
the part
just,
I
like,
hate about
don't need
Project
it.
Runway.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't want the sob stories.
I know.
I don't care.
I
It's
don't
not going
need
to
it.
influence
Yeah.
my decision about who I think should win.
But dagnabbit does not get me at this show.
Yeah.
There's something about the stakes are high. They're all like so passionate.
Stakes are high, you
They're
guys.
so passionate about dancing. All of them are so passionate about dancing for some reason now. And it's changing all of their lives.
Of course
like
it
none
is.
of them knew that this was going to happen to them. And it's so emotional. And the next thing I know, I'm crying. And I'm like, what is happening to me? I'm losing all of my cool. But one cool thing is Meredith Banks is on the show, who was the stepmom in Parent Trap.
Yes.
And they do this episode every year. This is the first time I've watched it, but apparently this is like one of their biggest episodes. It's the
Is
dedication.
it Banks?
Is it not? No, is it Meredith?
Mm-mm. It's not Banks. What is it?
But anyways, they do this dedication episode where they like dance part of their number with this person they're dedicating the dance to. So it's like my dad or my dying whoever, or,
Right.
my little sister.
Meredith Blake.
Banks, almost.
Close.
But she dedicated her dance to Chessie,
From the Parent Trap.
the actress. They're like real life best friends.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And I mean, talk about crying. I
Oh,
was
I'm
like,
sure.
first of all, it was us.
Yeah.
I mean, physically, very mirrors us quite a bit. Super hot, tall blonde, just like short redhead. I mean, I was like, are we going to be on Dancing with the Stars one day?
Are we manifesting Dancing with the Stars?
But I was like, that was the one that, all the rest of them were like sad or whatever too. But
Yeah.
I was like, she's my best friend, my champion, my whole life.
Oh my God. That's hilarious. Also, we have to talk about the fact that Chessie is not just us. That's a thing.
Everyone
Calls her it, and for those of you who know what we're talking about, you know what we're talking about. But if you've never seen The Parent Trap for whatever reason, there's one scene. Her name is Jessie, and there's one scene that for whatever reason the mom in The Parent Trap goes, Chessie,
Yeah.
and then that's just her name from
Forever.
here on out. I can't remember what I was listening to now. And they were calling her Chessie, and I was like, of course. I don't know why I thought that was like unique to us.
All the girls know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you've watched the movie that many times, it's impossible to not pick up on this.
Oh,
things.
absolutely, yeah.
So, yeah, it's a new low for me, but I can't help it. I like it.
Well, if you're doing it at school.
That's right.
People are saying that this season is like sort of revitalizing the show a little bit because the past like however many years it's been a lot of like quote unquote kind of washed up stars or stars that are more like on their way out or
haven't done anything for a long time.
Haven't done anything big with their career in a while. And this year is like they've got the Mormon wives, they've got the TikTok stars that are like still very much relevant.
Yeah.
And so they're saying it's kind of bringing the show to a new audience and then bringing a new audience to some to some of these influencers and stars who like Alex Earl, like no boomer knows who Alex Earl is, but boomers are watching Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's almost like a
And then there's Andy Richter. God bless him. Do you know who Andy Richter is?
Yes, but no. Reminds me.
He's a comedian, and he's
an old comedian, right?
Yeah, like him. He's probably 50s, maybe early 60s. But he was like Conan's sidekick. He's hysterical, and he's like the most lovable guy. He's obviously the worst dancer on the cast, but he continues to make it through. That's another thing is like doesn't matter,
right? Because
it doesn't matter the dancing.
The audience votes, right?
Yeah, and I mean they combine it with the judges' scores, but at the end of the day, it's like how many people vote you through.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's a lot of it is just like
who's the most likable?
Who do you enjoy watching? Not necessarily for their dancing skills, and he's just so likable and cheerful.
Yeah,
I think people are just like, hell yeah,
nice.
So I'm okay with that. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I feel like people like on podcasts and like internet and TikTok are like talking about it more than they have for a while.
Robert Irwin's really spicing it up too.
Yeah,
because he's America's sweetheart. Everyone loves him. Now he's hot.
Yeah.
He's got a killer bod, and he's a fantastic dancer.
Is he?
He's so good. And then there's like, the story comes up about his dad, and everybody's just like, "You're the hope of the world we need to see." Like, people are just, he's beloved. So
right.
everybody, yeah. But he is, like, he's such a goober, but
in a good way.
you really like him, yeah.
Yeah. Well, good.
Yeah.
To keep us updated on
Sure, I'm sure it's the last thing anybody wants to hear about, but
well, you'd be surprised. Okay. Oh, so with Halloween approaching, I do unfortunately have bad news for the horror community.
oh no.
There's been a lawsuit against the Terrifier franchise.
Oh, wait, I watched one of those.
That's the one that got you.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
Oh man, against the whole franchise, huh?
Well, so
how
she's
the lawsuit goes.
Yeah, she's suing the producer and the director, who the director definitely, I'm pretty sure he also wrote them and has done all three of them. I assume the producer has as well. And, it's one of those things that started off as like a very low budget horror movie that just kind of gained this cult following and like became this big, almost like Hollywood blockbuster. Like the third one was released in theaters. I don't even know if the second one I think was released in theaters. I don't know if the first one was. I would imagine not. But yeah, it became this huge profitable thing. And the woman that was in the first one, I think she wasn't any of the main characters. She played the friend, I believe, of sort of the main female character. And, she gets killed. But she's suing. I guess she was supposed to, they're technically like in breach of contract. She was supposed to receive like a certain percentage of earnings from, I think, like any Terrifier film and like merchandise and all this stuff. But she's also, unfortunately, suing for sexual harassment on set and saying that she had to do nude scenes that were not signed off on prior. All kinds of like, because there's a scene where she's like hanging upside down and he like saws her in half and that's how she dies. But saying that like she had like cranial swelling and something else from like hanging upside down, and how she was told there were certain scenes that were mandatory topless scenes and all this stuff. So it does sound like there was no like assault or anything. It's definitely like more breach of contract type of sexual harassment stuff. But it's one of those things where it's like, I would imagine that the horror genre specifically, women are very vulnerable because of the fact that they tend to be victims of gruesome things, and there is a lot of nudity, and so it's unfortunate. And I know the first one's a low budget film, and I'm sure there are things that slip through the cracks, but I don't know, as a woman who's a fan of horror, it's disappointing to hear, and I'm sure it happens a lot, and I'm sure we know it happens in all of Hollywood, but I would imagine it happens much more frequently in the horror genre.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's just a bummer. And I mean, I hope that they can get it resolved where she gets what she deserves, but
well, maybe that'll be a sign too that like horror movies need to start having intimacy coaches or
exactly,
like, set their standards a little higher.
Absolutely. I mean, just because it's not a romantic scene doesn't mean the people aren't vulnerable. So
for sure.
Yeah, that was a bummer to hear.
Or that there's somebody that's not like, hey, she's been upside down for 7 minutes, maybe we should like, I don't know, give her a break.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, because that could be dangerous.
Absolutely. So, yeah, they had to make like a silicone mold of her body that he could like saw in half, I think. Because that's one of the things that makes the franchise so great, and especially that first film, is the effects are all done like the old school way, and it's like so campy, and it's just fantastic. The movies are so good. So they're not for everyone. They're very gory and they're very extreme gore, but they're great, and I hope it gets resolved. But that was a bummer to hear. So
yeah, that is a bummer.
Yeah, it's just another one of those things where it's like you're a fan of something, and then it's like, Damn it.
I know. Can't have anything.
We can't have anything. I know.
Just
So
stop fucking everything up, guys.
I know. One more thing I just need to mention before we get into our weeds topic, because we have a lot to catch up on for reality. And I think I mentioned this to you already, but I think it just needs to be said on the pod that this is a PSA to all the Gen Z girlies and possibly the Gen Alpha girlies who are out there thrifting vintage Victoria's Secret slip dresses. Girls, that is lingerie. I cannot tell you the number of times I've seen a video of a Gen Z girl showing her thrift haul and being like, I found these adorable Victoria's Secret slip dresses. I can't wait to wear it with like an oversized blazer and tights and this. And I'm like, that's underwear. And more power to you. That's fine.
Yeah.
Wear it. I was telling you, I bought a Free People quote unquote dress. I thrifted it at the Cactus Flower. Well, it had tags on it. I don't know. I feel like they had some stuff that wasn't thrift.
Yeah.
But anyway. And I did think it was a dress. I did. And then somebody was like, I think the tag says intimate. So I was like, oh. So I get it. I've done it. But yeah, it's a nightgown.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Just so you know.
Yeah.
But work it.
Work
you can
it.
throw a blazer over it and make it a dress.
I saw a video of this girl. She was like, come with me to get a last minute Halloween costume for a Halloween party. She's like, I really wanted to get these Christian Louboutin ballet shoes, but they're sold out everywhere. But Steve Madden makes a really similar one, so let's go see if they have it. And I'm going to be a ballerina. So she goes to Steve Madden. She buys these shoes, and she's like, next, let's go to Skims. So then she goes to the Skims store and buys like this black bodysuit. And she's like, next, let's go here. It's like Carpaccio or something. I don't know. I've never heard of it. Which I know is a dish. But and so she goes in and she buys this little like wrap skirt. And she's like, oh, it's perfect. And I was just like, what a life.
Yeah.
What a life. The Christian Louboutins are sold out. So let me slum it over here at Steve Madden, get these shoes. And then just so petite and skinny. Let me go into Skims and get this body.
And this is my job. What do I have to do today? I have to go shopping and make this video.
Yeah. Right.
I know. Sometimes when I think about content creators, I mean, not that we aren't, but like, man, am I?
This is substantial content that is changing the world. Don't sell us short.
Sometimes I'm like, man, am I the idiot for not like getting on the
Probably
content creator influencer bandwagon? Because like people seem to be living pretty large.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think you can make a lot of money doing it, but I really do think.
What do you do for the rest of your life? I worry about the longevity, the sustainability of it all.
I think everybody does, but I also think that like there is a little bit of luck involved, and I do think there's a little bit of, this girl's in New York City. Not that she didn't move there to do this, but I think it's different. A lot of the influencers I feel like that really have come up or are popular are already from big cities like that.
Yeah.
Some of them, like Alex Earl, have
access and
she has a wealthy family. So she wasn't eating ramen noodles in her like college apartment, and then know what I mean. I mean, she was, but she didn't have to be, kind of thing.
And not to get my moral high ground, because it's not like I'm out here. It's not like I'm Mother Teresa or anything.
Right.
But I do kind of wonder too. Is like, then you're just like a walking advertisement.
Yeah.
Like, is that really like your whole life is just like selling people shit?
Some
that
of
would
them.
like. There's a definite ick factor to that too. Or
For
it's just
sure.
like, I mean, I work in marketing. I'm a graphic designer for I'm making ads still that sell people something. So it's not like
right.
I don't get it. So much of the world is revolves around that. But
and 90, well, maybe not 90, but a good percentage of jobs are selling something.
Oh, for sure. I mean, if you have any service or good, you have to sell it.
Yeah, exactly. So they're not all products, I guess. Some are services, but for the most part, whatever you're doing for a living, you're selling something.
Yeah.
So,
it's just like things people don't need.
Right.
It's mostly what it is on the internet.
Right.
Influencers are selling you
just
shit, not like,
Yeah, I know.
But
whatever. If there's people out there that are going to buy it, like, oh well.
Right.
I know. I mean,
sometimes I really like it. I'm like, oh, That's nice to know.
Yeah.
Glad I saw this ad because now I know that I want this thing, even though they're probably lying to me. But like,
You know what? Sometimes you buy a pineapple core and it changes your life. So
yeah, sometimes you buy toast tweezers and you're like, God, so glad I got these.
exactly. So, you know, is what it is. But yeah, there's definitely some that I watch that I'm just like, man, wow.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like, and you wonder too, it's like, how much of it is even real? I don't know. But, you know, it's like this girl's 26 years old and she's living in a $7 million house and it's beautiful. And it's like, you know, and it's just like, must be nice.
Must be nice.
Okay.
Okay, well, should we get in the weeds?
Oh, yes. Oh, speaking of influencers, real quick before we get in the weeds, I have a quick circle back to the TikTok mom who's getting death threats.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about that. The one who got married, and that's what she was getting the death threats over, is because she didn't share her wedding content, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she also she was getting all of these comments. People were asking her to share her wedding registry so they could buy her gifts. So she did resist for a little bit, and then she was like, whatever. So she did. And then she did like an unboxing of all the gifts that she got from just like random people on the internet. And it just, for me, I feel like that's two sides of the same coin. Like, that's the same person to me. Like, the person who would send a death threat over not getting the wedding content, and the same person who would buy a gift off of a complete stranger's wedding registry, that's the same person to me. Am I wrong?
No, I agree. I bet a lot of them are like, I sent you a death threat and I feel bad, so let me buy you a gift. No, I know what you mean. It's the same. It's the same amount of like, what? Why would you ever feel compelled to do that?
Right.
Yeah.
It's totally different than like true charity, I guess. And we've talked about this before with charity too. Maybe it's an altruistic thing. I don't know. Maybe it makes them feel better about something's going on in their life to do that. Yeah. But it's like there's better causes, I think.
Oh, I know. Like buy a starving kid something. Jesus.
Yeah. Or, you know, send some money to Jamaica or something. Yeah. I don't know. But speaking of which, we should probably just mention that horrible Hurricane Melissa. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's scary to think like an island that size is being pummeled that hard.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's on to Cuba now and has, you know, downgraded, but scary. Yeah. We're thinking of everyone and gosh, we'll see what happens. We'll just fucking cut that out. It's not very heartfelt. All right. Moving on.
Good, glad we got that in there in case everyone was like, they didn't even mention Jamaica.
How dare you drop a podcast episode on the day Melissa made landfall in Jamaica? I have to keep it in.
You can cut out wisely for a starving kid too. We can cut that out also. It didn't sound very sensitive.
Oh man. Okay.
Really killing it today.
We're done trying to cover all our bases now.
Well, one last thing. We have to go see this movie.
Oh, yes.
This new Rose Byrne movie, who I freaking love Rose Byrne. I know you don't like Bridesmaids.
Oh, you said Rose Byrne movie, who, of course, I know who that is, and I do like her. I thought you said Rosebird, and that was the name of it.
No.
Rose Byrne, yes. I liked her in Neighbors, right?
Yeah.
Which that was kind of funny. I don't normally like those kind of movies, but it's Seth Rogen too, right? Yeah.
No, she's hilarious, and she's a perfect. She can do dramatic and she can do comedic, which is rare, and she's really good at both. But the movie's called "If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You."
It's not called Rosebird.
No, AKA Rosebird. But it's about a mother struggling through motherhood, kind of spiraling, having a mental break, but it's written and directed by a woman. And I've been listening, she's been making the podcast circuit.
Mm-hmm.
And she was, saying, and I guess I never really realized this before, that like a lot of movies have been made with a similar story about, like women struggling and breaking down, but none of them have been told from a woman's perspective. They're all written and directed by men.
Imagine that.
And I was like, not a single one, which I know, like, obviously everything in this world is That's a pretty
Common
constant
theme.
trope. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, really? Not even a single movie? Like, that seems crazy. But yeah, so we should go see it.
Yeah,
I think we'd like it.
absolutely. I would love to see a movie like that. That's not. It should be surprising. It's really not, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, but I was like, man, not a single other one. You'd think at least maybe some other one. But yeah, I'm also going to see Begonia this weekend.
I haven't heard that either. What is that?
It's new Emma Stone.
Okay.
Kirsten Dunst's husband. What's his name? I don't know. I can't remember. He's really Jesse Plemons, I think.
Jesse Plemons.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. I love him.
He's really good.
Yeah.
He's like the new Philip Seymour Hoffman.
He
isn't
is. Yeah.
Like him, kinda, and
Yes.
he's like a really good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And he's
supposed
good
to
at
be-
those roles. He's very dynamic and like has a lot of range, but Philip Seymour Hoffman was so good at those like kind of creepy, mysterious roles too.
Yeah.
And I feel like Jesse Plemons.
Yeah, like Talented Mr. Ripley.
Yes, it's such a sleeper.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah. I haven't watched that in a long time.
Man.
Yeah, Begonia is supposed to be not scary, but like intense.
Yeah.
Kind of creepy.
I think I saw
So-
a preview for it, a trailer for it, but I wasn't really super paying attention. But
Yeah.
does Emma Stone have like a shaved head?
Yeah, because they kidnap her, I think.
Okay.
And she's like this big executive, and they're kind of like, I don't know the plot for sure. I'm trying not to read too much about it because I want to be really
Yeah.
surprised. But I think it's kind of like an anti-capitalism
Perfect.
message.
Right up our alley.
Yeah. So, and one of my favorite comedians, Stavros Halkias, is in it in a
Oh.
dramatic role. So that'll be interesting
That
to
will
see.
be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, should we get into our
Yeah, we gotta
Reality check.
get in the weeds.
Yeah, because we've got a lot to talk about. The hurricane comment really threw me. I need to move on.
Gotta recover.
Okay, so I know that you don't watch Shaws of Sunset, or you didn't.
Yeah.
But I just quickly have to mention I'm so disappointed that Tommy and MJ are calling it quits. I think she filed for divorce, or at least they're separating. And we've talked about this a lot, about how like I really don't get invested in celebrities, relationships, or deaths. Like it just doesn't, I don't know, doesn't affect me typically. But this one I am a little sad about. I just feel like they were perfect for each other. And yeah, I don't know. It's a bummer. So Tommy was just like this. He was just like
He's just so
snarky
Tommy.
and like rough around the edges and just kind of this like just said whatever he thought. And I don't know. They seemed perfect, and she just like really wanted a family and a baby, and they had the best wedding episode of any Bravo show, I think, ever. She walks down the aisle, and the first thing he says to her is, "Your cans look amazing."
Oh my god. Tommy. That's a total Tommy line.
Yes.
With a name like Tommy, there's stuff like that.
And he's from
coming
New
out of your
York. He has
mouth.
this New York accent.
Tommy.
Like, yeah.
Hey, Tommy! Your cans look amazing.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly how it sounded. Like, it's just the best. And they were both just like
Can't
hammered.
believe she divorced that guy.
I know.
So bizarre.
I know. But it's like, it was endearing.
But she loved it. Yeah.
She loved it.
The cans do look amazing,
Yes.
Tommy.
Yes. That was like what
Yeah.
she wanted to hear, was that her cans look amazing. So anyway, rest in peace, Tommy and MJ's relationship. There is going to be a little revival. It's the Valley Persian style.
Oh.
So they're reviving Shaw's, sort of. But I think it's MJ, Reza, and Golnessa. They're going to be in it with some new cast members. So I'm really excited.
Nice. Reza is a cool name. Reza.
Yeah. So it's a good one. It's definitely, it might be
Yeah.
one worth pulling out of the archives
Nice.
if you need something to binge.
All right. Good to
I'm
know.
pretty sure it's on.
Maybe after
on-
Dancing with the Stars, I'll get.
Yeah. I'm pretty occupied, pretty bogged down right now, but I'll look into that when Dancing with the Stars is over. I just quickly need to mention too the other Bravo breakup, which is Ariana and Hudson from Next Gen.
Oh yes. When you say Ariana, I keep thinking.
I know,
Maddox.
Vanderpump. Yeah. So Ariana Bierman and her boyfriend Hudson broke up, and they were like high school sweethearts. So they've been together like 10 years.
Wow. That one didn't affect me very much.
No, it doesn't really affect me either. It's
Yeah.
just something to note. I'll be interested to see what's going to happen to Adored Angels, their brand.
Are we splitting up the company?
I don't know that anything had actually been
What?
done with the company.
It wasn't really a company per se.
So
As
we
a
might be
dream.
okay there.
Yeah, I love those episodes where they were like, we're going to start our brand. And they like, because they're rich, they could like meet with all these people. They were just like,
Yeah.
okay, well, you're going to have to like do some work.
Right. What did they ask her if she had? When they went to the meeting, they asked her if she had something, and they're like, okay, yeah, well, you're going to need that. It was like the main thing. I don't know if it was like fabric samples or whatever it was. And
do you have anything?
they literally had nothing.
Like, well,
just like, they're just like holding hands. Like,
I have all this passion and all these ideas. And I think between the two of us, we could really make something special. Like, all right, well.
And I'm pretty sure he was his family's very wealthy.
Yeah, doesn't his dad own franchises of, what was it?
I can't remember. But
some like fast food chicken joint, wasn't it?
Maybe. Oh, not Zaxby's.
Is it Cane's? No, couldn't be
it?
Cane's because that guy's too.
I don't remember, but yeah, he's very rich. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we'll see how season 2 shakes out. Okay, moving on. Bronwyn's conversation with her mom.
Yeah.
2 of them. There were 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
So the first one was just more about her mom just kept saying stuff like, well, it's a good thing Todd came along. It's a good thing Todd came along. And then talking later about like her pregnancy and stuff and how Bronwyn was trying to get her mom to basically say, I should have handled it differently.
Right.
And her mom was just doubling down and was like, no.
I know. It's amazing that any of those women have turned out the way they have. That's why I have so much empathy for Brittany.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that scene with her daughter, I mean, not to jump forward. Oh my God. I mean, I have empathy for her, but it's also just like, how?
Yeah, I don't know enough
like,
about like her upbringing. I know the Mormon stuff, like, and with that whole like the focus being the relationship with the man, because she kind of talks about that. She even talked about that last season when she first mentioned that her daughters weren't speaking to her. But yeah, that first conversation before she even met with the daughter, the conversation she had with Whitney,
I know.
That was hard for me to watch because it was almost like the light bulb was not going off.
No, you could tell she was looking at her. She was like, I'm going to. Yeah, but you're like, you were lying.
You're lying. You're not even allowing this information to like sink in or this
not making
opinion to sink in.
I know, it made me wonder like, what is going through her head right now? Like, what is she actually thinking? Because you can tell that like what she's thinking on the inside is not
what she's saying.
Yeah.
And you can tell she's very resistant to the information that's coming in.
Right.
It's almost like she's put up a wall and like, I'm okay, you're saying this, but I'm not.
It's almost like she's like, you're saying this, but you have no idea. Like, you don't know.
Yeah.
Or the other impression I got was just like, I don't care. I want what I want.
I know. I hate to say, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. And then when she meets with the daughter.
Yeah.
Woo!
And the daughter was so like eloquent and articulate and like
clearly
really, like,
very hurt,
but like kept her composure and was able to communicate like how she really felt. I was like, really impressed with her daughter, and I was like, damn, that must be heartbreaking in a way I can't even imagine, you know, to have your mom just be like, choose random, not even like her husband,
no,
but like, well, her stepdad, and then like continuous boyfriends over you.
Yeah. Well, and even just the scene on the most recent episode where she's like supposed to be taking a 30-day break from him for her daughter, and then she's like, but then he came over to help me pack. And I guess 30 days starting today.
Yeah.
It's like clearly she's not making her child a priority. And oh my God, not the daughter calling her out too on the fact that like Jared won't even like make it official. When the daughter said to her, you need to figure out why you're prioritizing anyone over me, let alone a guy you're dating or not dating. Who knows?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, and also like how many people have pointed this out to her?
Right.
Just like Jared is a douchebag. Like drop him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a part of me that wants to be like, man, I have empathy for the fact that like,
there has to be something going on that
when you're brainwashed for that many years and told that like if you're a young impressionable girl that like your value is all about having a husband and maintaining a husband and keeping a man happy, that would be really hard to overcome without serious therapy.
Right.
But it's also like not a justification for
not at the expense of your children. I mean, yeah. And
yeah, and it's, I mean, I'm not a mom, but I don't want to judge other moms, but it seems impossible for me to wrap my head around that you would like.
it is impossible.
And
to wrap
especially
your
when
head
her
around.
daughter was talking about, like, she used to be the best mom.
Yeah.
Was involved. It was like, what happened? How does that switch?
I know, and
it makes you
me
wonder that
think
there's something else going on.
There's got to be something else going on. There's got to be something we're not privy to, and maybe it'll come out, maybe it won't. But I feel like there has to be. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine putting so much of your time and energy into the next relationship that you damage your relationship with your children to that extent. Like, it's never easy blending families. I mean, my parents are divorced. I had a couple different stepdads. I have a stepmother. Like, it's never easy. And there's always going to be moments of feeling like you're coming second to, like, oh, dad's new girlfriend or mom's new boyfriend or my new step parent. I mean, there's always going to be a little bit of that. It's not avoidable. But to do it to a point to where you have no relationship with, and doesn't she have another daughter? Isn't it two of them?
Yeah.
That you don't have a relationship with either one of them, and then you're making cheeky comments about, oh, I'm supposed to be taking a 30-day break, but I guess it's 30 days. Like,
yeah,
that's like, what? Is this not clicking?
Right.
I don't.
And I know it's hard for me to believe that anybody is just that self-involved.
I know.
That it's really just like, I'm selfish and I just want to do what I want all the time and I don't care. Like, it's hard for me to believe that it's just that, but maybe it is. I don't know. But yeah, she's an odd one for sure.
Definitely.
I feel bad for her sometimes because they just go so hard on her.
Yeah.
But it's also like, it must be hard not to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so you watched this most recent episode?
Oh yeah.
It was a
doozy.
wild one.
It was a doozy.
Oh,
I love the crossover.
Oh yeah. Oh, and that weird stuffed animal.
Oh my god.
With the recording from Jared?
Yeah.
What?
That's bizarre. And that's where I feel like he's doing like the love bombing.
Oh,
he's doing, you know what I mean?
He's so manipulative.
Yeah. For sure. So there's that. I mean, I'm not saying there's, all the blame is on her, but still, it's her responsibility and her responsibility alone to repair this relationship with her daughters and prioritize them and put them first, and that's it. And quite frankly, like, you should take that as, like, any respectable man should take issue if he's dating a woman who is not speaking to her children. It's a red flag that you're with a guy that doesn't see that as a problem.
Yeah.
You don't want to be with a guy who's not going to question that and be like, what's going on here? Why don't you see your kids? Like, what's happening? So yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, let's back up a little bit before we get into the most recent episode, because I feel like we have some other stuff. I did think it was interesting that Lisa sort of alludes to or talks a little bit about some of the problems in her relationship, because I feel like up until this season, she's been very like, John and I have the perfect marriage. And like, so it was almost like a little bit of crack in the armor to see that. And she was talking about it in her confessional. And then I thought it was interesting, the conversation that she had with him about it, because she can't seem to do this with the women for whatever reason, but in that conversation with John, she took accountability for her part. And, John said something and she said, no, there's definitely truth to that. And she took some accountability and he took none. And he just kept digging at her and making sarcastic comments. And I felt bad for her in that scene. And it seems like, typical like communication problems. And it showed a little bit more of like her vulnerable side, which we don't see a lot with the women. And I don't know why she can't take some accountability with the women. But yeah, this latest episode
was a doozy.
Was a real doozy.
I mean, I feel like it's just been a bomb waiting to explode.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, obviously, do you think she's the one revealing all the dirt?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know.
I feel like it could definitely be her. It could definitely just be like, for whatever reason, I feel like Salt Lake is even more attracted to like online tabloid stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like in Salt Lake City, but I mean, it could certainly be anybody.
Yeah.
I don't think, because like Meredith said, they don't have any proof.
Right.
It's all just like, everybody she's been mad at.
Yeah.
That happened. So like it certainly could be her.
Not, she's mad at everyone, and everyone's mad at everyone. I mean,
right, yeah.
And it's one of those things where I fully believe, that and they showed a little montage, some different clips, but I fully believe that she's definitely interested in hearing all the information and like asks people things. Sure. She's a busybody, she's a gossip, and I definitely think she likes to have things to like throw out. Whether or not she's feeding stories to the press, that part I don't know. It's definitely possible. And here's the thing. I would imagine with these types of situations that it's kind of an all or nothing thing. I would imagine that it's either a situation where none of the cast is feeding information to the press and these things just get into the press, because how hard is it? Internet sleuths are out there solving crimes that homicide detectives can't solve.
Right.
People are getting information, they're putting it out there. So I would imagine it's nobody's doing it or everybody's doing it to an extent.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel about it.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a world I don't know anything about, so it's like...
Right.
Yeah. And I feel like it'd be
so interested for the tea on the Bronwyn thing, though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess probably we won't find out if it is sealed, but...
Yeah.
It's like, what is happening with that?
Yeah, what were the actual allegations?
Yeah, and like, she made it seem like it was something that maybe she was sort of involved in, but
right, she didn't directly do,
but then she cooperated and like either gave testimony or evidence or whatever. And so, but yeah, like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to say, because you don't want to be like, oh, she definitely did it, but I could definitely see her doing it. Lisa, that is.
Yes.
Being the one.
Yeah.
Telling. And I could also see her like.
It's not something she's not capable of.
I could also see her maybe not like going with the full story, but hitting people up and just being like, well, I heard this little bit of information.
Yeah, maybe not even directly reaching out to media outlets, but reaching out to podcasters, reaching out to internet accounts. Yeah. Like, there's all of these Instagram accounts. Yeah, and reaching out to people and just being like, hey, by the way, or even answering things that people have reached out to her about.
They should get What's-Her-Face to investigate.
Monica?
Yeah. So I bet she could find out.
Maybe.
I bet she could go and like, because I feel like you can... Some people are really good about that, like, back investigating.
Yeah.
Like, figuring out, like, what accounts are burner accounts.
Yeah.
And, like,
okay, so do you have any kind of updated take on Todd? I just cannot figure him out.
I don't think there's anything to figure out about Todd. He's an old man who doesn't want to be on Bravo.
But then why is he? Because he seems very much like, if this is his true personality that he's giving off in the show, he seems very much the type to me that would be like, I'm not filming.
I don't know why he's on it, honestly.
Because Mary's husband doesn't film.
Yeah.
So I bet if they would have come back in season 2 and asked Bronwyn back and she said Todd doesn't want to film, they would have probably said okay.
Yeah.
And also, if he's that whatever about it, and like, I don't know, maybe there is a part of him where he is trying to be supportive of her and her dreams of doing this or whatever. But what he's giving off to me, why hasn't he been like, you can't do the show?
Right. Or at the very least, I'm not doing this show.
Right.
Yeah, it is very strange, his involvement. Other than, like, I could see Bronwyn just begging him and being like,
yeah, you
need to do this for me, please. Like, But then he also seems like the type that would just be like, no. Like, I don't care. I don't have the same emotions most people do. Like,
right. Or also, like, I have a business that is going to be in jeopardy. So the answer is no, I can't do that.
Well, maybe his business isn't as serious and profitable as everyone makes it.
Well, that's kind of what I feel like. I don't know in terms of, like, profitable. I mean, they seem like they have a lot of money, but I feel like it could be a type of situation where whatever he does professionally is not really affected by the show.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Actually benefit.
Depending. It depends on what he does. Because Whitney's husband got fired.
Yeah.
Remember that? So, I mean, it just depends. And I remember Jackie talking about that on New Jersey, how Evan had some issues
Yeah.
at his job because of it. So I think it just depends on what you do.
What you do, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you're just like selling investments or you're a venture capitalist or like something like that, like it's probably not. That's a serious job and you do work with serious people, but they're not going to be like,
right.
I'm not doing this because you're on Housewives. I don't know.
I'm usually a big fan of Bronwyn's fits too, but I did not like the life preserver fit.
I wasn't into it either.
That one doesn't quite work for me.
No. It was very her, but
yeah. It was also like you show up late to the boat and you're wearing that. And it's just kind of like,
we need a little more of an entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or less of an entrance.
Yeah.
You know? Like
poor Angie.
Oh my god.
So bad.
Sad. And you could tell it was just the way she was laying. You know when you're so sick that you're just like
your eyes are like rolling around.
Yeah, you're like I can't even like lay comfortably. I just have to lay like I'm dead.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So sad.
And it's like, did they have to show
We're
the shot of her
puking.
throwing up on
No,
the raft?
they did
Like,
not.
so embarrassing.
Oh my
Come
god, I
on.
know. And then she's like holding on. Oh my god. But Mary's a good friend.
Yes.
In that room.
Yeah.
Mary's so fucking weird. First of all, that fart conversation. She making fun of her fart. And she
did
went
kind of
on.
just keep going on and on.
I saw a post that it was like a soliloquy. They had it like printed out next to her photo. Hilarious. Just like, okay. She was really hurt by that. And then she was in that room with Angie while she was sick and she came out of the bathroom. The toilet flush. She went, oh, I'm a whole new woman. Ready to eat now. It's like, you're such an odd person. For someone who has like, is so particular about things. The things that fly out of her mouth. She's a conundrum. Her and Todd should be together, honestly.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's definitely
also,
a cast of characters over there in Salt Lake.
I have never related to something you said more than watching that show and being like, we should have been yacht bartenders.
Oh my god, what were we
working
thinking?
At Yogi's
My grandpa lived in Fort Lauderdale and had a yacht.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, not a yacht, but
a big old boat.
A big boat that he would take out. And like, he could have introduced us to people. Yeah. My mom met Kate Chastain, who was on Below Deck, and a couple of other people in Marsh Harbor with my grandpa.
Oh man. I mean, that would have been so fun.
Yeah, we literally could have gotten on the first flight to Fort Lauderdale and been like, Grandpa, hook us up with the yacht people, and he'd have done it. Dang. Oh my god, I didn't know about it.
Yeah,
I didn't know about it till the show.
You didn't know about his boat?
No, I didn't know that like yachting was a job.
Yeah, man, that'd be so fun.
God, wasted our 20 in the sports bar. Oh my god,
you can't do it now either. It's a young person's game.
Yeah, for sure. Although
I don't know, not all of them look that young.
No, they're not. A lot of them are our age. Like Ben, the chef.
Yeah. I know, because I bet
he's probably older than us.
Yeah. Like
and Daisy, I think, is only a couple years younger than you. She might be 36.
For me,
35, 36.
That would be hard.
Yeah.
And I guess you fall in love with it, or you don't have any other options. Just like, this is what I do.
I mean, the money's good, I think.
Yeah, and it probably is just like anything else. It's a job, and you do it. And then the next thing you're like, oh, I've been doing this for 20 years? What?
The thing that cracks me up watching Below Deck is like, the boatmances and like people like they
just like a restaurant.
They fall in love and they're in love. And then you're like, the charter was 6 weeks. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like the way these relationships are so intense and the emotions are so high. And I know everything's intensified when you're like
on the water.
When you're on the water. But when you're like living in the same quarters and working, it probably feels much longer than 6 weeks. But like that's the season, 6 weeks. And I'm like, you're gonna be okay, guys. If it doesn't work out. If you don't take it off the boat, you're gonna be okay.
You'll move on to the next yacht.
Yeah.
Everything will be fine.
Yeah. But yeah, I know. We really screwed the pooch on that one.
Yeah, we did.
Anything else we need to touch on for Salt Lake before we move on to Orange County?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think.
Other than I was really happy to see Heather Gay just like go fucking balls to the walls. And really let it
Heather's
rip.
really been the voice of reason this season.
I know.
I feel like she kind of had a weird season. Was it the one before this? Because she was always kind of that person, and then she had like a little bit of a weird, where she was kind of the villain. She had her villain season. I
did
feel
she?
like,
I
yeah,
just
it
don't
was
really
either,
remember her being like that, but
it was either last season or the one before. But yeah, I've always loved her, and she's really been great this season. And I feel like Heather really knows how to like work the narrative and work the show without it feeling like she's producing.
addictive, or like mean spirited, or like
yeah. And I think she really, you know, has a way of like reminding all of the women how much they care about each other and like how they fight hard but they love hard, and like, I don't know, she's really been driving the season.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I've been enjoying it because it's nice to like, and this, I feel that I felt this way so far this entire season of Salt Lake. I feel like they're very good at just like doing the show in the way that you're supposed to do the show. Like, well, we got to talk about this. Like, we're going to bring this up here, and like keeping the ball rolling on all the drama without making it feel like fake. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
theirs does feel the most routine to me, though. Like, they're very much, I feel like every episode is like, we get together around a table and we yell at each other.
Yeah.
Less like, I mean, obviously I know you see them in their lives, in their houses, not like they don't, but I feel like there's more of a pattern or a sequence to their episodes that I feel like you know what to expect in every episode. It's going to culminate in a big table.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't really think that happens at every...
No, and that is like, I feel like unique to their franchise, and I feel like they've addressed that at one point, like at a reunion or something, and now I think that's kind of intentional.
Yeah, it's like, this is our thing.
Yeah, this is our thing.
Yeah, so, I don't mind it. I just find it interesting.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah, because they don't shoot in their houses as much as some of the other franchises, or just like bopping around Salt Lake. Yeah, you know, they do, because they do their little skiing stuff and whatever. And I wonder too if part of it's the weather.
I mean,
because
certainly could.
You know, the California franchises, it's always nice and stuff. Whereas Salt Lake, it's been snowing, and like, you know, so that could be part of it too.
Yeah, because they do shoot
crew doesn't want to be.
Yeah.
The crew doesn't want to be
it's cold.
Set up outside all the time. Okay, moving on to Real Housewives of Orange County.
Yeah.
The first thing I need to say is just that I'm obsessed with Heather doing every drug she can get her hands on.
Yeah.
And then eating everything.
Yeah.
I mean, she was literally eating Doritos or something out of the bag at that dinner, just like, this was like, well, you know, this, and then just like this, and hilarious. And then being like, oh, I want the hot dog and onion rings. Yeah. Like, I feel like she's just like living her best life.
It seemed a lot cooler on this episode. For sure. Yeah. No fucks given by Heather.
No. Yeah, and I'm loving it. And Shannon eating the space cake was hilarious.
Yeah. Shannon's a hoot.
Yeah.
Shannon is Shannon. I watched a clip, because I didn't watch this series from the beginning.
Oh, you did? Oh, that's right.
I watched a clip of like Shannon in the first episode.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's just so different. It's been a long time.
Evolution of Shannon. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we talked a little bit on that one episode, and then of course I had to circle back to it because you were like, I've never heard you say a negative thing about another parent, and I'm like, and then we were kind of bashing Shane, Emily's husband.
Yeah.
But I just briefly wanted to mention this scene where Emily is talking to one of the other women, and she's talking about what's going on with Luke, her son, who I don't believe he was diagnosed as autistic, but they do have a diagnosis, so they've been able to like move forward. I think he might have an eating disorder.
Like an eating sensitivity disorder.
Yeah, like a sensory processing issue.
Yeah.
So, she's talking to one of the other women about, you know, kind of how her and Shane have been co-parenting around it. And one of the things I think she said the therapist mentioned, or maybe she said it to Shane, that he needs to like hug him more and stuff. And his response was like, well, if he's having this bad behavior, why would I reward it?
Yikes.
And it's one of those things where obviously a child is deserving of love all of the time. And like a consequence for bad behavior should never be withholding your love. But I also think it's something that as parents is also easily relatable because we all do this, whether we do it consciously or not, because we take things personally.
Yeah.
You know, and so it was seeing that conversation that she was having about it, it was a little cringe of like, ugh, but it was also like, yeah, like that's something I think whether or not you want to admit it as a parent is something that you can relate to and probably have done in your own parenting. It's just something you have to be like hyper aware of.
No, I agree. Like you said, and especially even if you're not taking it personally, even if you're just mad.
Exactly.
Or like,
yeah, because we do that with our partners
frustrated
too.
or irritated,
yeah.
and you're like, I don't even mean to do this, but I'm naturally just gonna like,
yeah,
turn the other cheek. And
exactly.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. And so anyway, it's
that does sound like to him though that love and affection is something you earn.
It does. Yeah. And that's
little,
not great. I know. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But
no, I'm sure he didn't really. Maybe a poor choice of words.
Yes. Yeah. As a parent, I've found it interesting and, as relatable as I can. My children don't have any sensory processing issues or anything, like that. But it is, I think, seeing those conversations and like that journey is probably something that's very relatable for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
And so those are the aspects of the show where, and we've talked about this before, where it's like, it makes me feel like there's some substance and like, Yeah. So as much as I feel like maybe it's a little weird to say enjoy because obviously it's been difficult for them, but I've enjoyed seeing that storyline kind of unfold and like how they're navigating it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, like you said, it brings some relatability.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
A little bit of depth.
You're not, yeah, exactly.
yeah. Okay, what else? Does that about wrap it up?
I think so. I'm over Tamara and Gretchen.
Oh, God, that's right. Oh, well, the big cliffhanger is Gretchen just going around liking and commenting a bunch of bigoted posts.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Is that what that's going to be?
I mean, it has to be like...
Because I just assumed because she has
a trans
LGBTQ kids that
maybe.
It was going to be that.
It sounds pretty bad. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that cliffhanger.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
They just filmed the reunion.
I wonder if they're going to, like, really come out with it.
Well,
say what it is.
I mean, it's the finale episode.
Yeah.
So it's only going to be 45 minutes.
Good, yeah.
And then, but I'm sure whatever it is, they'll address on the reunion.
Yeah.
Because they just finished filming the reunion, I think. So,
yeah.
So, yeah, that'll be interesting.
Well,
but, yeah, I'm over the Tamara
surprise.
Gretchen stuff, too. Like, guys, this is a 15-year-old quarrel.
Get over it.
Can we move on?
Like, aren't you guys tired?
Yeah.
Everyone else is.
Yeah, I know. And that's like, we can't have this 15-year-old drama carrying the season. There's got to be something else.
I know. There's just, like, no substance to it.
No, but really, it's not been a great season. It's been kind of boring.
Yeah.
Because I almost fell off. Although I will say I figured out what happened. Why I thought I was caught up.
Oh, because they put those episodes?
Yes, because they put the Watch What Happens Live episodes in between, and then it just goes to that. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no more.
And I didn't realize I had 2 more episodes.
I know. I thought that was kind of a weird move.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, because, like, they're on that episode talking about it.
Yeah, and they want you to watch it. Yeah.
It just is annoying.
Yeah. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I have 17 episodes to watch. Okay, should we grape and gripe?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, my gripe is a simple one and possibly one I've griped before. And I don't even know for sure that this was the case, but I'm pretty sure. I was at a 4-way stop with somebody and it was like a situation where we're across from each other and we got there at the same time and we were like both turning the same direction. So it was like, okay, the whole like dance of like who's going to go. I'm pretty sure this person was waving me, but I couldn't see them because their windows were tinted so black.
Oh, yeah. I feel like this has been my gripe before, which is fine. But yeah, it's bullshit.
I'm like, black.
I know. It's like, how do you expect? You still have to communicate.
Yes,
with your hands when you're driving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I know.
It's infuriating.
It should be illegal.
Yeah. I think it is.
Is it?
I think there's like rules against how much you can tint your car, especially your windshield. I don't know about your windows.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I think there's regulations about that.
I mean,
don't know if anybody
I
enforces
know there are,
it.
but I don't know how
Yeah.
that they're really enforced. And
Yeah, it's annoying.
the other,
And it's like nobody gives a fuck what you're doing in there.
no,
Nobody cares.
And this is an adjacent gripe. But when people have the thing on their license plate, truck nuts. We talked about truck nuts. When people have the thing over their license plate that makes it to where you can't see their license plate until you're right behind them. Have you seen those?
No.
Yeah, it's like a little cover you put over your license plate, and you can see it when you're right behind the car, but if they get even a little distance or they're like turning or off to the side, it like creates a glare to where then you can't see it.
Well, that can't be illegal.
I don't see how that can be
Cops
legal.
would really hate that.
Yeah. So those two things, knock it off. You're not that important.
Just knock it off. Yeah.
You're not that important.
No. You're really not.
No.
No, I feel you there. 5,000%. My gripe goes out to when we were in this season, the bottom of your pants getting wet.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a bummer.
It's not as bad anymore than it used to be like when we were in school. I feel like it was really a problem in like high school.
Yeah.
Because I feel like pants.
In college. You're just
college,
walking
yeah,
so much.
Yeah. But there's something worse than like you go to cross your legs and your pants are wet. It's so gross.
Yeah, it's the worst.
So, and just like walking in the rain in general.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
was rainy today and I had to
it was rainy today.
clip it back and forth from my office. And I was just like, ugh, man.
I know.
I love this fall weather, but
I know. I love it too.
I don't want it to be rainy.
I know. Except, like we talked about earlier, there is nothing better than being justified in your laziness.
100%. Like a cloudy, gloomy day, that's even enough for me to be like, well,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If the sun's not shining, I ain't moving.
No, absolutely. No, you don't have to feel bad.
Right.
I mean, and I love a rainy day too.
Yeah.
I just don't
As
like
long as you don't have to be out
walking in it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because now, I used to be one of those people that like didn't have all the things to protect myself from all the elements. But now I'm like, I'm scrunching up my rain jacket.
Yeah.
I got all
Got
the
the
stuff.
rain pants. I've got the galoshes.
Yeah, and
Well,
I guess
actually,
I
we
don't have
don't.
rain boots.
We don't have any boots.
But I wear my winter boots, which are waterproof technically.
Yeah.
But so I look like a loser too, But hey, I
You
just
know
don't
what?
care anymore. I'm dry.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
warm,
That's
so.
way more important for
Yeah.
sure.
All right,
Okay.
babe.
My grape. Already forgotten it. Oh, it's a boring one. I was struggling to come up with a grape. My grape is going to these new crackers I found. Have you seen the new? Well, I don't know if they're new. They're new to me. The Swedish style crisp breads. They have rye. They have sourdough. They have multigrain.
Oh.
Wasa, I want to say, is the brand.
Oh, yeah, I know the brand.
Yeah, they're fabulous.
Swedish style?
Yes,
Ooh.
they're delicious. They're fabulous, and
Delicious and fabulous.
they're like macro friendly.
Heck yeah. Better than a Triscuit.
The Triscuit, flavor wise, is better.
Yeah.
But if you really want to you're looking for some volume, you want to have a little charcuterie, and you're like, I don't want to eat 12 Triscuits. Yeah, this is kind of a nice option.
I got a flavor of a Triscuit this time, which I don't usually do. I usually just get plain.
Oh yeah, I'm a plain girl.
I didn't like it.
No, I don't like any of the flavors, to be honest.
Yeah, it was weird. It was kind of like sour, tart in a way that I was like, that's not what rosemary and olive oil tastes like.
Yeah, I've had that one. And then I've had the cracked pepper one. Because I try to I definitely don't want anything crazy like jalapeno or tzatziki.
Yeah.
You're like, no, thank you. But I've tried a couple of the plainer ones.
Tzatziki. Okay.
I mean, that's beyond. That's batshit. Tzatziki? Triscuit? No. But I've tried a couple of the more subdued, like the rosemary and olive oil, and there's a cracked pepper and something, and not for me.
Yeah, there's like a cracked pepper potato chip I don't really get down on either.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not what I want. Salt's just good enough.
Yeah, I like salt and vinegar.
Yeah. Oh, chip. Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, even just the plain
just
salt
a salted potato chip is
slaps all the time.
for sure.
Cool. My grape is pretty. Sorry.
You do that transition a lot. Cool. So
it's a really good one. And over. That conversation is over.
Well, cool.
Yeah, it's my classic transition.
It's your classic segue. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anyways, my grape is not that exciting. It goes out to the leaves changing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just such a nice little treat. Mother Nature's like, you know what? I'm about to be dead for a while. Here's a show.
Yeah.
You know, it's super nice. And the leaves around my neighborhood this year have really been on fuego.
Yeah.
They've been
It's been a good year for the
Which
change.
I was concerned. I thought it was because like they just started changing. I feel like
It was late.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
was like, ooh, this could be a bad
It's just
sign.
been so fucking hot for so long.
I
now.
know.
It's like, yeah.
But it rained a lot this year, so I feel like they were all juicy and ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's
yeah,
been a good one.
I've been
I-
very pleased.
And
with
I
the
will
turnout.
say, like, for a little bit better grape than the one I gave about the Swedish crackers, I really just deeply love and appreciate living someplace where we get all the seasons.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really do. It was like, even today, like with this day, it was cold, it was rainy, it was
Loved
gloomy, it was gray. And I was like, this is exactly what I've been craving, what I need. And it's always that way where, like, just the second you're so friggin' sick of the heat and the sun and the humidity, it changes.
It's a reprieve.
And
Yeah.
then just about the time you want to jump off a cliff in February,
Mhm.
you have that one
Yeah.
nice day that reminds you that spring and summer is coming.
Yeah.
It's just fabulous.
Yeah, I guess it would be nice if it was like warm and 70 and sunny all the time, but I think that would make me go insane.
Well, we had a friend who moved to San Diego and literally did and moved back to Indiana because she was
The
like,
weather.
I couldn't do the same thing every day and needed the seasons to change. I was
Yeah.
depressed.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it. Seasonal depression happens in all shapes and sizes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know. It really is. It's like, it truly is a gift
Yeah.
to like watch the leaves change color and
Yeah.
like helps your mood, you know?
And be
Yeah.
able to like have all the clothes. How sad would it be if you like,
if you couldn't wear warm, cozy clothes and
yeah,
layer and like,
coats?
I know, and wintry hats.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's the only kind of hat I can wear. I mean, I've talked about how I look like a condom, but it's the only kind of hat I can brave wearing is the winter hat.
I can't wait to wear that winter hat I got when we were vintage
Oh my
shopping.
god, you got the cutest hat.
It's
We should
so
have done a
cute, guys.
haul.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna do a
it's
little
so cute.
haul, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got some cute stuff.
I really
Very
did.
exciting, yeah. Okay, well,
Cool.
cool.
All right, cool.
All right, cool, bye.
3, 2, 1.